Guitarings.
Please welcome John Schreffler.
John Schreffler, of course.
John used to play for Shooter Jennings.
That's correct.
Anybody else you want to mention that you play with?
Well, you know, playing locally with 29 Mules, and I've got my own band, Broken Bravado.
Cool. Session player. You do a lot of
Session
pedal steel
player.
sessions.
Lots of gigs where I don't hear any of the music, I just show up and play.
Yeah.
And that's the most fun.
And 29 Mules does, we've been going out to this thing every Monday night at Ireland's 32. If you live in the Valley in Los Angeles, there's an open jam, and John just rips pedal steel all night.
All
We
night,
get up and
all night long.
jam old country tunes and stuff. So we thought it'd be cool to have him on the show and show you a little bit about like what the pedal steel is all about, because it's a mystifying instrument to me, but it sounds so amazing.
There you go. Most anything you play on the pedal steel sounds great.
Just brings a tear to your eye.
Yeah.
It does every
Brings
day.
a tear to your beer.
Now, when did you pick up? When did you pick up the pedal steel?
Well, I've been playing the 10-string for about 3 years, and before that I had a 6-string, which is more of like a beginner's model, and I had that maybe, I was playing that for about 5 or 6 years. Not so
Cool.
much, but off and on, and then I brought it out touring with Shooter and started playing it, you know, every day. And that's
So you're a
Awesome.
guitar player originally,
guitar player mainly, yeah.
and then you just took up the pedal steel.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, how close does it resemble a guitar?
It's similar. It's similar to an open E, but the range is actually less than the low E to the high E. They're tighter together. You got like a third,
Wow.
and then some seconds down there, and then the top 4 strings are kind of like, well, I guess the middle 4 strings are more like an open E chord. And then it goes back down on the top 2, so you can do like, you know, a little back and forth.
Nice. Yeah. So you were showing me the other day when we were messing around, there's a real easy way to get from your 1 chord to your 4 chord to your 5 chord with just some knee levers and stuff, right?
Yeah, and well, you can park yourself out on the first 3 strings here. That's a G. And then you bend the left 2 levers, foot pedals,
All right.
and then you're on your 4.
You got your 4 chord, yeah.
And you slide your bar up 2 frets, and then you're on the 5 chord.
You got to make sure you do that when you slide up to the 5 chord.
Yeah, and really with that, those combinations, you know, you can get your 1, you can get, you know, your 4, you can get like a D minor shape.
Yeah.
And then the right 2 pedals, you can get like a minor second. That'd be like an A minor going from the G to the A minor.
Very
And you can really do a lot with that, you know. Just those 3 strings.
So great.
Yeah, sweet.
Nothing really sounds more like country music than a pedal steel.
Yeah, so you gotta throw in the 6ths.
Yeah. That's tasty. A lot of it's like you gotta really, a lot of chord theory I think goes into like really kind of mastering like
Chord theory, yeah,
playing through stuff.
it's frustrating like when starting to play it, you know, as a guitar player where you know all these licks and you know how to play and you know generally can play what you want that's in your head on the guitar, and then go into this thing where you have no idea where it is, so got to go back to square one, start learning songs again.
Yeah.
Green sleeves, you got to start learning
Just
those
melodies and stuff.
melodies, and then you find out, you know, where the guys that have been playing it for 30 years, how they play it, and then you can kind of base your playing around that.
Yeah.
I noticed the frets get pretty small up there.
They get small, just like anything else. It makes it a lot harder to stay in tune, you know.
Yeah.
You know. It's fun.
Wow.
That's sweet.
Beautiful.
I know, it sounds so awesome, doesn't it?
I like it.
Now, when you're playing in your own band, are you kind of up front and you're leading the?
Yeah, in my own band I am, and I don't really play the pedal steel too much, just because we've been doing a lot of 3-piece lately.
Oh,
so.
okay.
But if there's other guys, you know, I love hopping on the steel. It's nothing more fun than just sitting down, relaxing, maybe an ice cold beverage next to you, playing the pedal steel.
Yeah,
Nice.
man. That's the spirit of it.
Yeah.
Killer. Well, we should let's fucking crack off a little jammage.
We gonna jam? You guys gonna jam? Or just,
Yeah, we'll bring.
just watch it?
Just you by yourself. We're just gonna sit there and stare at you and make it real
Yeah.
awkward and just.
I'll just play really awful things.
I'm curious, on the 10 strings, which strings do you add to it? Are those the lower strings?
Well, they're just, it's still less range than a guitar, so they're in between strings, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Where you got your B and an E there, and then there's a string in between, and then here there's one in between, so they're a lot tighter than a guitar.
It's almost closer to like what a harp would be. Like.
I guess so. Yeah.
It's just
Doing a major scale like. I only use 2 pedals for that. Maybe 3.
Yeah. Yeah. That's sweet.
I'm still learning.
And there's 2 pedals?
There's 3 pedals, and then there's 4 knee levers. And I really only use 2 of the knee levers a lot, and then the other ones,
What do the knee levers do?
they'll bend. This one over here bends E string down. So kind of like,
Nice.
think of like a D suspended.
Nice.
And then this one bends this high one down here, so you can get like a dominant 7th.
I don't like that one too much.
You don't like that one as much?
No. Don't use that one.
That one's lame.
Awesome.